Hi everybody, welcome back to Hex Token Channel. I am enjoying this, hope you are too. Man, oh man, good times in hex.com. Remember, if you staked it, you're gonna make it. That's the way it's gonna be. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's get into today's results. Of course, it's day 684, the 16th of October. And what have we got? 29.4 cents on the old snapshot price, down 10.3%. Another day as well. So we've got how many of those? 6 out of the last 7 days. So what's that? 7 days is a week, right? So 6 days in a week, the prices is down, and the last 2 days particularly down double digits. So interesting times. If you're going to stake it, you will make it. That's just the way it goes. The ROI multiplier from all-time low, 5,218x. Total payout TShare is a 6.244. Huge jump, meaning that there's penalties, folks. Penalties, and that means more hex for you. More hex for you if you stake it. That's why I said stakers, you're going to make it. You're going to win. All right, so very cool. T-share price at 5,595. Man, it's probably the lowest we've seen all in the last 10 days. Look at that. Wow, huge difference there. And of course, the T-share rate is 0 flat today. Yesterday we had a huge one, 35.8 increase. Now it's at 18.996, still the same 0 increase, and that's interesting. Didn't quite hit the 19,000 yet. I'm looking forward to it if you're not. All right, so increase the T-share price, nothing. The average stake length up from yesterday, 5.76, up a little bit there from previous day. And let's keep going up there. It's got the APY at 40.09%. So once again, you staked it, you make it. If you're looking at the price too much, you're going to get balky, even though the price is down pretty high from its all-time high. We're going to check out the price later on. Liquidity, 104 million. Man, we popped back over the 100 million hex in the pool. Obviously, people selling into that. Now, we do know that there's one big seller, Hex OG, been selling into the market there. So had over 300 million staked. 300 million in the portfolio. A big amount is staked, of course, half of it about. They've still got a lot in their wallets, so we know that they're going to get sellers like that. That's just the way it's going to be. Liquidity pool, $29,613 $1,000 of UDC and 912 ETH in the pool. Total value locked, 18.49 billion. Market cap down from yesterday about 20 billion, can you believe it? $168 billion there. That's just how it rolls, folks. Smaller liquidity pool, you get bigger volatility both up and down, just the way it goes. So if you've got some weak paper hand OGs wanting to sell it down, that's just what's going to happen, and that's just the way it is. T-share market cap 61.75 billion. That's down dramatically, obviously, due to the price, and obviously T-shares there is also down 15.6. So down there on the old T-share market cap. Let's keep continuing on, moving on. We've got the change in T-share is pretty significant. So obviously stakes matured as well. Stakes coming out as well. Total supply of hex 635.4, pretty similar to the day before. Mint and inflation up dramatically from yesterday, 28.9 million. So wow, that's pretty awesome. Circulating supply 572.6 million hex, a billion hex, sorry, just up slightly, 189 million from the previous day. Let's have a look here. So which is a pretty big day, right? That's pretty big. So big increase in circulating supply, obviously having an influence on the price as well. Stake supply 62.7 billion, so it's down 162 million. So there we are, folks, and there'll be some early unstake penalties in there. We're going to find that out in a second. Obviously, staked supply GA, change in stake supply GA is all pretty much the same. They except increased by 38,000 hex there for that day. Now here it gets to some of the key headline numbers here. Stake percentage of coins at 9.88. So some maturing stakes and emergency unstakes happening. This is the big driver, I think, that we can see as well. Not only do when you get someone selling down, but you also get the other people early unstaking, panicking. That's just the way it's going to be. Plus, as we know, October, November's got the big stake candles left. So we're sitting at 68.9 million hex, and obviously that payout's up from previous days and all the other previous 9 days ahead of us, behind us, I should say. So 68.9, a bigger hex payout, and the penalties. Look at that, massive 11.3 million hex. So there we are, folks. People panicking, early unstaking, trying to sell down their bags on top of the big hex OG selling down. And you can see that compared to previous days. This will be one of the highest days too. We'll find that on the chart later on, so look forward to that. And this explains that once again, if you don't stake it, you won't make it. So everyone gets paid. If you're staked and you're worried about the price going, you're still getting paid every day. Every day there's penalties. You're getting your share of these penalties, and today was day 684 was a particularly good one. Total hold was 369,794, up 900. That's huge, folks. Obviously, lower price means more people can pick up their bags, more people can enter Hex. So very cool. Current stake is 6,600. So even when price is down, you're still getting some good metrics. Stake is getting paid. More people getting into the ecosystem. All is good, folks. All is good. Current stake is 67,568, and that's up 225. Total stake is 83,178, 168 up. And of course, current holders changed from up to 260,000, up 300, and that's looking pretty good compared to the last 10 days as well. So one of the better days. All right, so looking good there on the data set. Hope you guys enjoyed that. You can see staking, getting hex payment per T-share, all looking good, folks, and the growth numbers all looking good too. And those penalties, yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, so let's quickly jump over to the old nomics.com, see how Hex is performing relative to the market. So the gold market's 2.7 trillion. Bitcoin is still pumping it, hasn't hit the all-time high yet, but it's getting pretty close. One more move, I think. One more move. Hex is at 27.2 cents, down 20%. We don't often see that, but when the market is, when it's going to have retrace, and it's had a few retraces, then you're going to see that happen to the price. So down at 27.2, obviously off the high of about 51 cents. So this is dramatically down from that all-time high. So I understand people getting a little concerned, but as I say, if you staked it, you're going to get all the penalties. If you got your Hex, you're going to get a copy on Pulse Chain, and obviously the world is good in that sense. All right, so there we are. So yeah, don't forget those penalties are people that had it, and of course they're transferring those Hex that can't be sold down. They're selling it back to you guys who are staked. It's very important to remember that. All right, so very cool. Let's graphically look at how things are going. So we can see that in the pool there, we've got with the USDC still stable, so 87%, so down from about 88.7%, but still 87% pretty strong there. On the USD stable, so nice. That's looking good. Let's have a look at the graphical charts. Now, we all looked at the daily stats, but this is sort of a bit more graphical. We've got the T-share currently is the current market price, not the snapshot in the daily stats. This is 27.3 cents. T-share is at 5,187, still up 8,645x. Pretty amazing, right? That's why they say it's better than the price X, which is 4,837 at the moment. Let's have a look. We've got T-share here, and the T-share moves is dependent on the Hex price and the T-share rate, and we've got both of those on the charts here down the bottom here. So this T-share is going up and to the right, and obviously it goes down sometimes when the market price goes down, but the T-share rate always goes up. So as you can see, a big dramatic pullback here. So we are on a proper pullback here, but you can see that when we went up here, we had a pullback down here. Up there, we had a pullback there. So you got other pullbacks all going on there. Bam, pretty dramatic too. This one here, up there, up there. So you got another one that obviously is a much bigger scale candle, and back down to here. So that's just where it's at the moment. So that's pulled down the T-share price. Now let's have a look at they've moved around the staker ones here. So there's a new chart's been moved around. So we've got the total stakers and current stakers now. So this chart is is new. It's revised. So we've got total stakers at the top there and current stakers. So very cool. So look at that, over 59,000 current stakers. Isn't that amazing? Total stakers were 83,355. But that 59,000 current stakers is pretty impressive, up and to the right. So growth is happening, and that's what you want to see. You want to see the key growth metrics, and of course, you're going to have price corrections in the markets as to what it's going to be. All right, share rate is climbing, still not 1900, but it's up and to the right, and this is a very powerful component of the fundamentals in Hex. And here's the beautiful thing. Look at that. We've finally had another day where the T-share rate is above the 5.75. So we're at 6.24 Hex per T-share. Beautiful stuff. That's what you want. You see all those other where the outliers are above. Obviously, we've had a couple of really super duper good days. Obviously, the best day was back here on the 11th of October. We had a 12.89 Hex per T-share. Amazing. So the more T-shares you get, the more the pay you get. You get that volume. Love it. All right, so nice to see that. We hadn't seen a nice big penalty day for a while, right? The last one was that big 94 million Hex that was sold down that was Ethereum payout was 10. So that was in penalties. Sorry, 94 million penalties. So that was Ethereum payout was 10 then. But 6.24, we'll take that. Anything that's going to add to your value, you're going to take that for sure. All right, let's finally check out the old hex.vision. Remember, all these links are in the video description, so you can check those out. We're going to go to the overview and we're going to look at our favorite chart, and that's going to be the staking chart. So we're going to go right to the bottom. This is a 15-year view, of course, of all the stakes. This is all the stakes in the those 69,000 stakers. This is all the view of that. So we've only got 2 months to get through. We're already well away through October. Then November is the last big month, and so you could reasonably expect that from January 2022, there's a very little big stakes around. Obviously, you got liquid stakes, so you got to take liquid wallets. You got to take that into account. But look, it's looking very open season for very little resistance moving forward for the hex price. So we'll watch that. And obviously, in December here with the smaller stake here, we've got Pulse Chain, so it's going to create a lot of interesting excitement. So we'll watch that too. We're almost through the worst of that, those big staking candles. All right, so let's jump over to see what Richard Hart has said. Of course, Richard Hart has noticed, obviously, just trying to reassure people about that while he's doing the good old documentary, Hex documentary in Europe. This is what the bots tell you when you type hashtag exclamation mark dip in a Telegram. Hex life-changing wealth creation comes with extreme price volatility. Many successful investors have had to withstand harsh price fluctuations on its way to 2 million X returns in 7 years. The Bitcoin price tipped 94%, 95%, 81%, 86% on some exchanges. It flash crashed to close to $0 as possible. Amazon dropped 95% once too. Now it's 50% of all internet sales in the US. So some lessons learned there. Stake it to make it in Hex. In its first year, Hex price has dipped 81%, 73%, 59%, 67%, 87%, and gone on to make new all-time highs. Price dips are often opportunities for the impatient to give their money to the patient. That's those penalties, remember? Hex large price movements up and down are a feature, not a bug, people. So Richard often says that the dips are in the game. So there's 85% corrections potentially are in the game. People that buy tops and sell bottoms hand their money to those who buy bottoms and sell tops. So that's what we saw, those people selling the penalties there. Notice that Hex tells you right there here on the front page that the prices will go up and down violently. Bitcoin and Ethereum do not. When the most important thing to users is the price, what would be more important than discussing it? Hex is about realistic expectations, and it really is a staking certificate of deposit. So earning 36 to 40% per annum. So pretty nice. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell, and catch me in the next one tomorrow. And onwards and upwards, Onwards and upwards. All right, bye for now.